oh my God, is Raj going to be that loud the whole time we were trying to record the best podcast in OpTic? Is that just what's going on nowadays?
Best podcast in the world.
Just absolutely no respect anymore from all the people.
No, it doesn't really matter if like there's a podcast.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like we'll just talk here.
Yeah, no, I say we all gather right here outside the podcast, and then especially
I say there's probably not anywhere else we could like talk.
Yeah, no, this building's pretty small. We should probably just get right outside the Flycast and start a convo.
It's not a big office building.
No, let's talk about what went wrong at the let's go over scrims and
just make sure to be louder, but just so we can hear if we're in the conversation too,
Yeah, no, if we're like the Call of Duty team, we pretty much can just like
Matt's by them doing this.
They're like,
oh shit. Welcome to episode 645 of the Flycast.
What are we actually on?
I have no clue. I haven't looked. It's honestly been like a stress reliever.
Wait, did we hit 100?
No.
Not even close.
I don't think so. We should do something special for episode 100.
Yeah. What would be special though? What would make a Flycast
we just get
special?
Lethal. We get Lethal on.
We should get Lethal on. I don't know if he'd ever. There's so many. Yeah, sorry to disappoint you guys again, or not again, but sorry to disappoint you guys. We don't have Big Timer on.
That was a wonderful episode though.
I haven't looked at it. Did it do well?
Yeah, it did well.
Okay.
Like 80K or something like that.
Okay,
like
that's good.
People love Will, and Will's the kind of guy that's just like, he's fun to talk to. He's like a very wise person.
I knew it would. It's just so understanding why people love Will. Yeah. I knew he would come on here, and I knew he would just
deliver.
Just deliver.
Just kill.
And there's quite a few people in OpTic we could definitely get. Quite a few people in the esports industry.
There's a lot of people around here, man. The whole rocker team is here. So like Attach is here. Clayster's around here. Krem is around here.
I'm just wondering when we get them on. My favorite podcasts are almost like interviewee types, almost like Alex Friedman. Like he talks and conversates with the guests, but it's almost like you're here because we're interested in you and we want to find out about you.
Yeah, I've been like obsessed with podcasts and like interview style podcasts, mostly like Colin and Samir.
Yeah,
dude, like
they're so good.
I haven't stopped watching them. I literally I haven't stopped.
So do they have podcasts because I saw the one with MrBeast. They have other ones.
Yeah, they've done two with. Right now, I think I've watched. You know how you told me you went on a MrBeast kick like a while ago, like you were just watching all of his videos. That's how I am with Ryan Trahan right now. I think he's just like, I think the way he puts his videos together, just like perfect.
Right, who's Ryan Trahan?
Dude that did, you've definitely seen some of his videos. He does like 24 hours in an underwater hotel, or he went to the loneliest house in the world. He does like challenge videos. He also does this like series where he takes a penny and tries to.
Oh, that kid.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, he's super young. He's got to be like 23, 24.
Wait, he does a podcast?
No, he did two with Colin Samir.
Okay.
And that's how I found them. And then I watched a lot of their podcasts. And then I watched their entire podcast with Reed. And Reed, dude, Reed's a fucking genius. Yeah,
we fucked up.
We fucked up.
Yeah.
No, every time I see Reed talk, I'm just like, dude.
I'll still never get over the fact that if you guys don't know who Reed is MrBeast's manager.
Yeah.
And we have I'm sorry guys, it's hard to concentrate. There's the Call of Duty teams behind us. Seth won't stop talking.
Yeah. But I guess Seth's a big deal nowadays.
We have to tone it down.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. We have to be quiet.
But if you don't know, Reed is MrBeast's manager, and he used to work for Infinite. Used to work for OpTic.
He was the president of No Scope Media.
Yeah, they brought him in or whatever, and I'll never forget seeing him at like a grocery store. Or me and Aaron Create saw him at like a grocery store, and this was like back in my like antisocial phase. So, but it was just like we saw him and we were just like, hey, what's up? and just like walked away. Like, and it was, I don't know why that still sticks with me, but it still sticks with me because it was, now you see where he's at, and it's like, dude, he was like always nice to us, and it was just there were some people that worked for them, and we were just like kind of, honestly, I think because you and maybe some other people had sort of like beef with whatever the fuck was going on, we were like, all right, yeah, we don't really fuck with them either.
So much happened. I don't want to talk about Infinite, the whole fucking Flycast again, but so much happened in a 3-week span that nobody had enough time to figure out who were the people that were on our side and who were the people that just didn't understand. And eventually we figured it out, but Reed was like, he was considered the corporate guy. You know, we all live in a house together, 60-50 to Scuff House, and then we move all the way down here, and all of a sudden there's an office building with a guy in an office that's the president of media for something that we built from scratch.
Yeah.
And so he just became that guy that was like, he was taking orders from above him and dishing them out to us, and we were like, who are you? When in reality it was coming from up there. But like every time I talked to Reed, like me and him one-on-one, it was always really good conversation.
Yeah.
But like, I was just like, man, this guy, like, I just don't think he like gets it.
And now to see what he's doing, managing MrBeast.
He manages MrBeast.
What is,
I think Sapnap. He manages Ryan Trahan. He manages Leonhardt. Like he manages like killers in YouTube. What
does that mean to manage? Like, I like know what it sort of means, but like, what do you think? Do you know what he sort of does?
This is what I want a manager. And so the way that like he manages basically what he says is MrBeast will come to him and say, I want to buy a building in downtown Miami. Now it's on Reed to figure out how the fuck that happens. So what brands does he have to talk to? What collabs does he have to do? How much money do they need? What deals can they strike? All that sort of stuff. And then bring it back to him. And then, so like he deals with like the whole business. Oh, he also manages Preston Plays, who lives here. So I knew there was another like really big.
I don't know if I could ever do that. Like even just the task of like, yo, I want a building in Miami. It's like what's step one? Like
exactly.
I would never.
You would have to see what buildings are
even
open.
Brands, and I don't even send emails.
Dude, he bought an island. You know how he bought an island? Holy shit, they're so... Yo, Riley, is there any way you guys could like go into the team room?
Seth's mad now.
Seth's mad. I just couldn't hear we're so used to filming this in the
I was like...
with no one there.
I was hearing you talk, but I was like also not. Yeah. I was just like,
yeah. Holy shit.
Jeez, and they didn't shut the fuck up. Bro, I wonder if there's a clip. I was like actually getting annoyed. I was like pissed off they weren't like taking a hint. I was pissed off they didn't see it.
Like, come on. And luckily Riley was there. Yeah. He's the only one I could have said that to.
I was like, bro, literally you were talking and I had like envisions of like how this would go if I'm like, hey, can you like literally had this whole like scenario played out of like, hey, can you guys,
because who else could you say it to?
Yeah.
Brandon. Yeah, but
where were we?
So MrBeast video where he buys an island and the last person to leave the island like gets the island. So like he was like, he talks about it all the time. Like instead of buying a $5 million island, he bought a $2 million island and
made it a $5 million.
Made it a $5 million island.
That's fucking.
And so like,
how?
That's that falls on Reed's lap. It's like,
so
hey, he goes and says, yo, I want to buy an island. So Reed's like, all right, which is crazy because the way we were thinking about like everything that was happening in Infinite with like no scope and stuff, like while we're doing that, he's in Reed's mind, he's like doing like, he's like, oh, well, what's the next OpTic Plays video?
Yeah.
And you know, in his mind, he's like, dude, I don't got time for this.
Also, it's like, why would, I mean, at that time in, I guess, MrBeast's career, he wasn't exactly who he was now.
He hadn't
but he was
signed MrBeast yet. He signed,
it was just Preston Plays, wasn't it?
He was just Preston.
Okay, that's who it was.
He signed MrBeast while he worked at Infinite. And so then I was like, dude, this guy, he's not even signing for OpTic. He's signing for MrBeast. And then he signed Luke the Notable. And I was like, oh, he's signing just some like Minecraft guy. And then Luke the Notable becomes the biggest Minecraft YouTuber. Yeah. And I was like, fuck, bro. We like,
wait, was Luke the Notable, was he in OpTic?
He was.
Who did, there was like 100 hour, it was almost like 100. That's Luke?
He started 100 days.
Wait,
he started it. He invented it.
Yeah, like 100. I saw him do like a Halo one, and he asked me to be a part of it.
100 drops. 100 drops in Halo.
Yeah. He became that. No.
You didn't do it?
I don't fucking know.
You should have done it.
That's why you said the name and then said he became like #1 in Minecraft or something. And I'm like, dude, wait, was that the guy who was asking me? I've seen it. He followed me. He's like some of my tweets. I'm like, is this dude really?
I felt really bad because when Luke came on, I was just like, none of it got approved by Hector. And people were just kind of like running with what they thought OpTic was, and everything. People were fucking up. But so I just assumed that things were fucked up in every aspect. So when people brought on, creators, there was a couple creators that people were bringing on, and the only one that really got approved was Sheila, which Sheila was great. She's great in videos.
Bro, it's funny thinking back, like the aspect between me and Sheila, like how everyone had this like, I don't know, everyone just toyed with the idea of like me and Sheila and just fucked with with me. But yeah, bringing her on worked.
Yeah.
Who you talking to, man?
No,
you got meetings and shit.
No, I'm looking up.
Man, you're literally a read.
No, I am not. Guess how many views
I know what you're doing. You're checking your fucking Valorant.
No,
hours.
I'm checking what we were just talking about.
Luke
Guess how much? So he did 100 days and then he built on that and did 1,000 days and then 2,000 days. So how many views? It's a 2-hour video. Keep that in mind. 2 hours. How many views do you think his 2,000 days video got?
2,000 days what?
2,000 days of hardcore Minecraft. So he just plays through Minecraft and tells you what
2 hours long. I mean, I'm going to guess 10 mil.
70 million. 70 million.
How much money do you think that is?
A lot.
And how recent was this?
2 years ago.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, he's on 4,000
This guy
days.
was asking me to do some.
Right.
Man.
And that's.
Can anyone hit me up in my non-fucking crackhead era?
You've always been a crackhead.
Not anymore, but like before when like no one's hit me up since. Like, was I way cooler back then?
I don't like apologize to many people because usually if I have like beef with someone or if I treat someone a certain way, it's just because of like the energy that they gave me. But like I literally had to apologize to Luke the Notable because he came on and was technically OpTic Luke the Notable, but never was ingrained.
Bro, we could probably ask Bose, like, do you know Luke the Notable? I mean, even me, he hit me up and I was still like, wait, is that?
And then I was just like, dude, like I was so aggressive and so hurt all of 2018, all of 2019 that like, I just let that seep into other people's relationships including Reed, including, Luke. And even though these guys don't like, it's not like they care. Like they're not sitting around thinking about how much of a dick
I'm sure he's doing all right.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine. But I did genuinely, I apologize to both of those people just because like just to see how good they are at their job. And then for me to like treat them a certain way because back in that, I mean, it's far enough away now that I just thought I was I guess I think I'm self-conscious because maybe I thought I was superior back then of like, I know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
You guys
Ego
don't.
hitch.
But I was so wrong. Like I could not have been more wrong.
Also, it was like they got, or we won't talk about Infinite all the time, but Reed, I feel like kind of got thrown, not really thrown to the wolves, but it was almost like why? Almost like
I don't think Reed had no
offense,
idea.
but it was like why is he here?
Reed had no idea how big he was about to. Well, he did, but he didn't know it was going to be.
It just seemed like he wasn't.
Dude, when you're,
like a lot of
when you're managing Preston Plays and MrBeast, and then you're also trying to figure out how to get Pomage his visa, it's just like those are two different jobs.
Yeah,
and one of them is so much more rewarding to you as an individual. Go run with, selling out.
And he ran.
Selling out arenas doing, shit for like. Like you, like there, it is just, I don't know. It's crazy to see. Whenever I see him, I've only seen him a few times, like at parties and stuff. Like, I'm just like, dude, that guy is like fucking crushing. And he's one of the only people from North Dakota I've ever met. That's the only thing I think about when I see him. When I see him, I'm just like, fucking North Dakota. Fucking North Dakota.
Shouts out to Reed.
And he wears short shorts.
Oh, shouts out to Reed.
But yeah, right. I've just been like obsessed with watching.
I have
that kind of stuff.
Two things. I'm trying to keep up my
2-day work routine?
my
routine?
personality for this podcast. Had a rough past 2 days. The one today, which I told Hitch about, and we were gonna like cancel the Flycast because it's just a typical like check on your loved ones, fucking some personal family shit. So it's like hard to. I really wanted to cancel. Or when I was outside, I was like, I'm gonna go to the garage and leave.
I'm very surprised you came back.
But I knew if I'd left, I was like, well, I'm gonna have to come in later this week, and it just would have fucked with me. I was like, so nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was something that happened today. Just some personal like family stuff. So I'm here still trying to push through it. But yesterday, and it's the fact that it. Not the fact that it happened today, right after what happened yesterday. And I'm going to get into what happened yesterday, but it just fucking sucks. But anyways, I got that phone call right before this Flycast. But anyways, what I was going to tell in the Flycast was yesterday, I go back to Frisco to my apartment. And I'm looking, like, I'm trying to get this 60-day shit. And I was like, all right, let me find my vlog camera. Go into and it's in storage. I go into my storage unit, my bike's gone. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I walk in, my hard drops. I'm like, I swear I left my bike in here. Like, it's like, what the fuck? So I walk out in the parking garage. I'm like, did I park it? Like, did I not bring it in? I could have swore I brought it in for like the winter or something. Like, did I not park? I walk out in the parking garage. Don't see my bike, and I'm like, could I have like left it out and then it got towed, or what the fuck is going on? Like, did it get towed? Like, fuck, that's gonna be fucking annoying. So I walk back. I'm like, literally, I walk back to my storage unit, and this is my apartment storage unit. I just like stand outside the door, and I'm like trying to think. I'm like, is it in here? Like, did I just like not see? Am I tripping? Like, am I losing it? I open the door, it's not there. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I like look around more, and I just start noticing shit's gone. And I'm like, no fucking way. I look at the door, like no damage was done. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I was like, my storage unit got robbed. Fucking my 2 PCs are gone. And this happened yesterday. Just a fucking double. Like, I was almost, because these are the police reports I was telling Matt about. My storage unit got broken. Matt just pulled up. My storage unit got broken into, and my bike got stolen yesterday.
Yeah, bike's gone.
I just found that out yesterday, and I don't know when it got stolen. It could, because I haven't been in my storage unit for like 2 months, or I don't even really remember. Probably, let's say 2 months. And it was in there just like for the winter or whatever. That shit's gone. 2 of my old PCs are gone. My Halo graphics card I had is gone. Controllers, headsets, wires.
Is there a camera?
I don't think there's a camera like out, because my storage unit's like in the hall, like down the hallway, fucking sort of in a corner. And I don't think there's a camera there, like in the hallway apartment-ish area. I mean, I'm sure there are in the parking garage, but also it's like, I don't remember the last time I was there. It could have been stolen any night or any time the past like 2 months.
Holy shit.
So fucking that shit happened. And it was, oh my God, it's so fucking, like, it could have been like 15 grand worth of stuff, like including my bike. It's so fucking annoying. I do have, hopefully, insurance. It works out with insurance. Like, I reported it to my apartment people. You know, they're like, oh shit, sorry to hear. Let's fill, like, do you have time to fill out this report? And I'm like, yeah, we sit down, fill it out. And he's like insuring me. He's like, no, I think you'll be good. Like, the insurance will cover it. But it's like, he was like, you just tell them what happened. And I was like, so, like, the apartment people didn't like come up to my storage. Like it wasn't no investigation. It was just like, oh, okay, let's report that. And then like it was like kind of weird. He was like, yeah, just tell your insurance what happened. They'll probably you'll figure it out with them. And I'm like, is there like no? And I'm like, oh, I tell him, or we get done filing the report for the apartment. Then I was like, so now what do I do? He was like, all right, so go start a report with the police or file a report. And then after that, talk to your like bike insurance, your renter's insurance, and all that, blah, blah, blah.
Jeez, bro.
Fucking, bro, it was, dude, it was the weird, I never really had a feeling like that. I felt like violated.
Yeah.
Like it was like, luckily it wasn't like, I can only imagine having a home. And I'm sure only people who this has happened to can sort of relate or understand the like weird sort of violated feeling, but nothing like that's ever happened to me.
Saying like having a home broken into?
Having a home broken into must
I can't even imagine that.
Yeah, like first off, that would fucking suck and be fucking annoying. But second off, that's just like, it's like you just feel violated. You feel like, you're like not safe. Luckily, I guess this was just my storage unit. It's not like anything happened in my apartment, but it's still like I just felt violated. I'm like imagining who these people are. I'm fucking like wishing bad on them. Yeah. I'm like my girlfriend something. I was like, I hope they die on that bike. But I was like, let me bring that. I was like,
holy shit.
I said that and I was like, let me bring that back. You know what? I was like, I forgive them. And I'm like, this is the battle I was like going on inside my head.
You're just going in a war.
Just like how fucked up they are, how fucked up some people are. And just the fact that it's one, like to somehow find that, like, I'm sure they don't live there.
Yeah.
So it's like they're going to random apartments and just like checking stuff. I'm sure they have some tools or some shit that can.
They've hit it before for sure.
Get them in. Yeah, apparently storage has been broken into before in that apartment. Apparently it happens all the time in apartments. Like the guy was telling me he manages properties down here. It happens all the time. And like some people are just, but it's like it's just when it happens to you, it like just reminds you these people are out there. And it's like, how the fuck?
Yeah.
Like these people are really out there wandering creepily in apartments and like getting that door open. I know they thought they had a fucking jackpot seeing that fucking my bike sitting there. It's just so annoying. I never had a feeling like that.
Yeah.
I mean, once again, luckily it wasn't my home, but it was like I just felt fucking violated. And then I drove like back to Dallas to my girlfriend's place, told her, went to file the police report, and apparently you just fucking file it online. And which is weird. I just know nothing's gonna happen. Yeah. And it's like literally nothing. They're getting away with this for such like free or for so free or whatever. Like it fucks with me. Yeah. And it was fucking with me all night. Like I barely slept. I'm fucking tired. I gotta go through. I went to file the police report, and I think I put in, I don't know, something about, clicked on like motorcycle or I don't know, something. But then it like was making me put in my serial number for the bike. And I'm like, I don't fucking know this information. So I go to call Honda, they're closed. And so I'm waiting for today. Basically like slept in all morning or tried to sleep in all morning. It's just been like fucking with me.
And then today happened.
Today happens. And it's just like, yeah, I'm at, like my mom texted me. It was like, hey, I need you to call me about. And I'm like, oh my God, like literally my heart sinks. My mom, I pick up the phone. I hear my mom like crying. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm just thinking the absolute fucking worst.
Yeah.
And so it's just a fucking double whammy.
Yeah.
But I wanted to tell that story on the Flycast because that's such a fucking life is MANIAC thing. And I was thinking about like canceling this and being like, I need to, because I have this fucking tattoo, and I was like, I need to just bang out these police reports and like get started with my insurance and stuff. But it's just, that's been the past 2 days. No stream today because I got to do this stuff. And then I've had a tattoo appointment booked for a month, so I can't skip out on it. But yeah. But besides that, I've been doing better.
You've been doing better.
Yeah, I feel like the last few podcasts. You've been doing better? Nice, man. The past like few podcasts, I feel like, or just honestly, it's been like the past like few months. Podcasts or not, it doesn't fucking matter. But I don't know. I feel like I've been down. It's fucking insanely anxious, depressed. But I've switched medicines. And she gave me this stuff to take when needed, some anxiety stuff. I forget what it's called.
It's a take when needed thing, so not an everyday thing.
Well, I switched medications to like an everyday thing from what I used to take, and okay. I don't know if it's placebo, but I think I feel better already.
Yeah.
I'm like more willing to be out and about. I'm still doing my thing with like working out, streaming every day. I'm kind of pissed I'm missing today actually, because I think I've like missed like 2 days in a month.
Really?
Yeah, which is like insane.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides that, I mean, I was trying to come into this podcast with like the story, but also be like, I'm not doing too bad either. Like shit's getting. I just feel like the shit's looking up a little bit.
Good. I mean, that's good. That's how my year started too. Just like I feel like my mindset's different, and I'm trying to, and I know it's not going to last. I hope it does, but I know it usually doesn't. Usually, I get very motivated for 2 months, and then something happens. But I'm trying to like soak it in while I still have it.
That's life.
So I'm still like running every day and. Fucking,
are you running every day?
Yeah,
I've been running
every day, and
can't run much, but
eating healthy and taking cold showers and trying to do all that while I know it's in my brain.
Yeah. I mean, you have to set up momentum for when you don't feel like it.
Right.
Like you have to like set up that discipline. How annoying is it running when fat? Or feeling fat.
I think I fucked my nipple up. Dude, I kept showing my nipple to Alexis and I was like, does my nipple look weird? Because I thought it was like puffy. And I think what it was is I was running like I was still in high school, but now I've got like tits on me. And so they would bounce. Yeah. And when they bounced, it was like causing pressure every time it went down. It was like boom, boom. And I think it like irritated my nipple.
You think it's just like on the shirt? Like it's like rubbing up?
No, I don't think it was. I think it was like a muscle thing. Like
really?
it was like
there's so much gravitational pull just thumping that tit
boom,
down.
Boom, boom. And it's just like, I think because now I'm good, but it was like swollen there for a little bit. And I was like, I hope everything's okay with me.
Yeah.
But I think that's what it was because it only happened for the first like 2 weeks that I ran.
I used to do I used to go to Karma Fitness, which is like this. It's the most like intense hour workout nonstop. So many reps, like you're sweating, you're dying. It's hot as fuck. But then since I've been in Dallas all the time, we just go to like the apartment gym, and I'm doing like bro workouts to where it's like I'm doing the hitting chest and arms and like sometimes like full body sort of stuff. But I'm not like in there dying, and I feel like it kind of. Back when I was doing the intense workouts to where afterwards I'm fucking dead. I feel like my days would be better. It was like hard to, not hard to stress, but almost. Like you're just like.
It's weird because I always talk about how I've never like lifted. I've never had biceps. I've never had pecs. Like I've always just like ran. I've always like done cardio. And whenever we used to lift, for the 3 months out of my entire life that I ever worked out, and when we used to go to X Sport at 3 a.m, like whenever we would do that, when I would get back, I would just be so tired. Like I would be exhausted whenever we like lifted. But if I like the other day, so I'm doing this video where I'm trying to like, I'm working on a bunch of different videos, and one of them has to do with running. And so I'm trying to like bring down my mile time. Like that's my goal. So I'm already down like a minute and a half from where I started. And I ran a mile, and then I biked 6 miles, and then I still like went back and I did the elliptical. And so that's a lot of work. Just basically that's a lot of working out. But then when I went home, I was like more energetic.
Really?
Yeah, because I think that's what my body's used to. My body was used to when I was a kid running all the time.
Yeah.
Like, and so like when it comes back, it's like more energy. But when I'm working out all these muscles and stuff that I've never worked out before, I've never worked out my arms or my pecs or really even like my legs in a way that you do like squats, like my ass. I never really worked out my ass. So like whenever you do all that, I don't know if it's in my head. I just got so tired.
You might not be in the same way I'm used to that. So I don't feel that exhaustion afterwards. Yeah. I feel with running, and because I've recently started running, like after my actual workout, or not actual workouts, but after my like weightlifting and stuff. I've been doing like a little less weightlifting, like intensely, but then I'll walk for 5 minutes and then I'll run, and basically I'll get like a mile done on the treadmill. But I've been running lately, and it's like today from my storage unit getting broken, and I just woke up, like it was fucking with, I didn't plan on working out, like I planned on just having a shit day. And then, but I was like, fuck this. Let me just get up. Let me just go up there, walk a little bit, then run a little bit. And then like I was running, I had my hoodie on, I'm sweating underneath. And like, I don't really sweat like that, but it was like, I started sweating. I'm like feeling good. The music's blasting. I'm like, I start getting that like runner's high, and I'm only running like a mile or like a little over a mile. But it was like, I started to get that feeling where I just like wanted to keep going, and I'm breathing like, and it's like, it just gave me such a good temporary sort of feeling. And I felt, and afterwards I just feel, I mean, it doesn't fucking cure anything, but it does give me that feeling of like almost more peaceful. Yeah. Like I'm not like laying in bed fucking like going like this with my foot, like twitching my foot, feeling that antsy sort of energy.
There's not a lot of things out there that you can do that is just like, it's like if you're tired, you have to mentally tell yourself, no, we're going to keep going. And like exercise is that.
Running is great.
You can do that. You can do that in other aspects like working and shit. But like, that's when like eventually like, you know, negative thoughts or burnout and shit like that, like creep in.
Yeah.
But like when I'm running, that is like the only time really. And like, because it's the only time I can be like competitive with myself, because I'm just like I remember when I ran my fastest mile, which is it's not the craziest mile ever, but like I remember.
What's your fastest mile?
It's 5:36.
Mine was like 5:30.
Was it?
Mine was 5:35. No, I always tell people it was 5:30 because I'm pretty sure it was 5:30.
Was it?
But yeah.
So when I rounded like the second lap, I was like I'm going too fast. Like I'm not gonna be able to keep up this pace. And I like remember where I was and like when I thought that. And then I remember thinking, no, like fuck it. Like run until you fall.
Yeah. Like I mean, you can though. Like, or like, yeah, it's almost like some David. Can you pick up your leg and put it in front of the other? Right. Like do it. Yes, you can pick up your fucking leg.
Yeah, exactly.
It's mental.
If you put in and it's funny because you can keep the same pace at different rhythms. Like you can bam, 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 but then also if you need to change it up, start running a longer stride.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah.
And then and then you come back to your regular stride or run to the beat, but don't.
Yeah.
Don't you can change things up.
My past week.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm a fitness guy now, because I'm not. But it as cliche as it is and how annoying it is to like accept, like exercise does fucking help.
Yeah,
like it helps. It helps your mind.
Running, you definitely got to train or like build up.
Yeah.
Because first off, I'm like the heaviest I've been. And then I started running and I don't run. And like my shins hurt. Yeah. And so I'm like, I've learned to like take my time with it. I've felt my back tighten up. So I'm like, oh, gotta let me walk now. And like, I went through the stage of like pushing through that actual pain of like something's fucked up, but it was like back in Karma Fitness where I did hurt my back because I just kept going. And But I would do these workouts and then I wouldn't stretch, I wouldn't walk. I would just like do these crazy amount of rep, exhausting workouts. But I ended up hurting my back. Now I feel I'm slow. It's literally been like a week of running and I'm after my workouts and I'm slowly building up and I'm only doing like a mile, but it's like I'm walking for like a 10th and then I'll run for like a 20th or 30th. And then if my shin or something or back is tightening up, I'll walk for another 10th. But then like that half mile, I'll make sure I'm like, dude, you are pathetic if you can't run this half mile. But it's like even a half a mile is like, it's still just, it's hard to do. Like, I feel like I'm in like decent sort of ish shape. And it's like this shit, when you're not used to running, this shit still is.
Yeah. It's weird because like even with the diet that I'm on now, and it's, even though my diet, I'm still not eating well, I don't think.
It's hard to do.
It's so
vegan.
Hard. It's so hard. But like,
unless you're, because I'm sure there's a bunch of tasty vegan shit. But I can only imagine to eat healthy version of vegan. That doesn't sound fun.
No, it's not. But I mean, it's gonna be. I'm glad I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But like, I'm getting to the point where like like I've been running a lot. We're a month in now. Like I have lost weight, but like I want to like, I think I need to like really lock it in.
Yeah.
Like instead of like, oh man, I'm just hungry, I gotta just eat fried tortillas and guacamole again because it's not the best.
That's a meal or that's a snack.
That's a snack, and it's like. It's still a fried chip. Like, you know what I mean? It's not good. It's not like I'm eating carrots.
Yeah.
Like I'm just surviving right now. So I need to like, I do want to like lock in. And so like, I feel, cause when the healthier I feel on like certain aspects of my life, like helps out the other aspects. So like, you know, if I'm running faster, then like I feel more energetic. And if I eat better, then my body feels better, which makes me run faster. You know, that's just kind of like where,
and it just helps with everything else too. Like it's really fucking with me. I haven't started the 60-day shit, and I don't even really want to talk about it. Or
they love. You just checked off a bingo board, a Flycast bingo board.
Yeah, for them to comment on it. It's gonna get done. It's gonna. But I was also gonna do it with Charleston, and then I was like, yo, I set up a DEXA scan. And then I was going to do it with Charleston. And then he was like, yo, can we do it like the following week? Like I just want Charleston to show up like 2 or 3 times a week. We'll get like a workout in. And like I told him like I'm going to pay him for it and blah, blah, blah. But then I'm like, yo, I got the DEXA scan. Can you come with me in the morning? Just because I want like certain aspects of the video to be like someone following me with the camera.
Yeah.
And then he was like, can't go into the Call of Duty event. And I'm like, fuck, like, how is this going to work? Because I know he's with OpTic full time.
You're going to have to get your own guy.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to. And I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe I could just give my girlfriend my camera. That's not there anymore because it got stolen, which is why I went to go get it. And I'm going to have to, maybe Hex will give me his camera or something. But I'm gonna have to figure something out, and like that's been bugging me. It's like, fuck, what do I? First off, how do you do it? If anyone in here is a camera person and lives in the Dallas area,
I'm telling you, I don't know how I would be able to do what.
But also, it's like, would I be comfortable if with a new camera, dude? I don't fucking know it all. Like,
you're not just gonna say, hey, who's got a camera, and then pick a random person.
I mean, I would see their work.
Right.
And
you
like,
look at their work, you see what they're like as people, and then.
So, yeah, I'm putting that out there. If you are in the Dallas plant, whatever, DFW area, and you're willing to, I mean, I'll be fair about it. It's a paying job. I'll be fair about like meeting up at certain places, getting some workouts in. The DEXA scan first off, he was traveling, and then it got canceled because of the ice storm. So I had to reschedule, or I'm supposed to reschedule. So yeah, I still got to figure that out. But that's been fucking with me. I haven't started that because I've been eating like shit, putting it off. And I got to a point where I'm not eating as like shit, because I feel so shit from eating. Like I'm eating such like this.
Keep going.
I'm eating such like shit that like shit. I'm eating so shit because I'm putting this off, and it's like it's almost like I want my before picture to be just gross. Yeah, literally as bad as possible. Like that's my excuse.
That is so funny.
Pop my belly out, have my before picture just look fucking gross, and then just like instantly turn it around week 1, week 2, week 3.
Yeah,
and then all the way up.
It's so funny.
Eventually, it'll happen. It'll happen. It'll be good.
I set up my AdSense for my personal channel today or yesterday. Because I haven't uploaded since like MCM's died. So like I was with broadband and like
and they like kicked you off. Yeah, because my shit kicked me off too.
Yeah, and so I hadn't been uploading. I uploaded like a couple vlogs, but I was like using Drake music.
Is there like a little bit of money in there? Because it's not.
I got $400 in there.
I need to set up my AdSense. Might be something.
Might be 10 grand in there.
Nah, fuck nah.
But yeah, because I'm trying to do this thing where I upload this year, and so I'm trying to get the ball rolling on that.
Why are you? We don't have to talk about it, but why are you doing a last vlog?
Well,
I don't know if you have some secret shit that you're gonna say in the vlog really that you don't want to say.
It's just like I've been so torn about what to do with my personal channel because it was built off of vlogging. Like I did things before vlogs.
Yeah, you were like one of the top vloggers.
I did live commentaries and stuff. Like I've done other things, but you know, a majority of what I built everything on was vlogging, and we've talked about it multiple times that we just like can't really vlog like we used to.
I just don't know what,
and it's not even like an excuse thing. It's half we can't and half we don't want to. I don't want to because it's a weird way to live. It's a really weird way to live.
Yeah,
is to bring a camera around everywhere. But I do miss creating, and I do love. I'm like obsessed with YouTube right now, so I want to at least try to do videos, to do like built out videos, to like, you know, try to, you know, do some creative stuff. So, and I before I like just start uploading those, I wanted to at least like have like a send off for like all the people that did watch my vlogs. Like, thank you for watching the vlogs. Like, I hope you guys stick around for what I'm going to do next. And if not, then like, you know, thanks for watching this last one. That's kind of where I was thinking about it.
It's a good way to like, sort of dive into other stuff. Cause that is like what your channel was, you know, you were one of the biggest vlog channels out there, and it was like you, Casey.
Yeah,
like
at
least that's how we remember it.
We were both getting millions, man.
Damn, your final fucking vlog. Maybe one day I'll bust out the camera that I have to buy again. I'll definitely have another vlog. I mean, whenever I do this 60 days that I'm gonna fucking eventually fucking do. I'm gonna have vlogs and stuff. Like I'm gonna be. You think I could just give my girlfriend my camera and say like, come with me and do it?
Probably.
As long as the audio's good.
Probably.
Is audio really the most important?
Audio is the most important. Lav yourself up. Lav yourself up, or even just hold like a little mic. I'm like, yeah. For the first video that I'm gonna do, I've like got a bunch of. I like ordered shit. Like I've ordered a bunch of shit. It's gonna be like, I don't know. I'm excited to see what it's gonna be like because I've never done anything like this before.
Yeah.
I've always been like.
I'm excited to see your videos of the fucking year long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It should be
fun. I guess we got to talk about the event. How was the event? It
was
Boston?
Fun, man. Boston is cold. It was right next to Fenway.
What the fuck? What was it? It feels like what? Negative. Wasn't it like fucking negative 27?
When I landed, it was 6 degrees and it was windy.
Some Chicago shit.
And there were people running. Every morning.
They get off on that.
I woke up and people in Boston were running. The last day there was a dude with shorts on. White guy.
They get off on that shit.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But I just remember thinking like, this is insane. Like, and then I was like, why are so many people running Boston? And then I was like, holy shit, the Boston Marathon's here. Like it's a running city, but I guess people just love freezing their ass off while running. Isn't that what Mayweather did?
Well, I mean, Mayweather did a lot of shit.
I need to start running.
I heard he would run in Tim's from the club. He would just run home in Tim's.
Are you serious?
I mean, that could be a fucking myth.
Yeah.
But
He just loved running, exercising.
that was did OpTic crowd show out?
Yeah, always.
Was it more OpTic than anyone? Or did Boston kind of show up? I felt like Boston showed up a little bit.
Anytime there's a homestand, people show up. Like Toronto did really well. Minnesota did really, really well last year. But you know, it's still a Call of Duty event, so there's going to be some OpTic people there. And it was really fun. I had a great time. I will say the Boston crowd was a little quieter than I've heard a lot of.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's because they were all fucking cold.
Was it cold in there?
No, it was just cold in general.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It seemed like a little quiet. Like not a lot of people were standing up. There was a couple, like the first couple rows would stand up, but like no one was like really.
Come on, Boston.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Y'all are a crowd city.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Maybe there's just not. Maybe it wasn't like, I don't know. Maybe the passion wasn't there. The esports passion wasn't there. But like when you go to a Florida event, or you go to like a even before we lived here, when we would come here, like a Dallas event, Raleigh as well. Like there's some cities that just like pop off.
England, London.
Oh, London. Oh, dude, I want to go to another London. I can't believe there hasn't been a London event. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I joined the watch party a little bit.
Oh, how was that?
I mean, it was fun. It worked out better than, because like obviously I'll be streaming and they'll be doing the watch party, and like my chatter's like, go join them. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they like schedule this shit out and like they have someone on, but if like no one's on, then I'm down to join. And I think this was like Saturday. And my stream was kind of that moment, like it's dying out. I've been playing Halo, focusing up a little bit. Chat's a little dead. And I'm like, I think I'm getting off. And it was like 2 p.m. Yeah. And I was like, when does OpTic play? And they were like 3:30. I was like, I'm not sitting around till 3:30 to fucking, I was like, AKA 4. Yeah. And then I'm here for another. I was like, let me go enjoy my Saturday. I was like, basically, I bailed on it Saturday. And then Sunday, I came in. They were doing it again. Made it championship Sunday. Shouts out to the COD boys. And then my chat once again, join them. I was like, all right, what time do they play? And it was like, I don't know, like 1:30 or 2:30. And it was like noon. I was like, all right, I'll stream for a little bit and then I'll go join them. And then I'll join them. But it was like, this is probably the least I've ever paid attention to what was going on in Call of Duty.
Really?
I don't even know the name of the game. Call of Duty, is it Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
Okay. And I only know that because it's Modern Warfare 2 and I've just heard that. Yeah. But it's like, I don't really know the game they're playing. I don't know the maps. I hardly know the players anymore. Like I know attach methods in Octane.
Zen retired.
Yeah. That was also crazy to see.
Yeah,
but it went well. Some funny moments. I didn't really know. I was like, bro, I don't know if, first off, they should be getting someone else up here, like fucking Karma, someone that knows what the fuck's going on. Yeah. Because I was like, I know I'm going to sit down and I'm really, in how Seth runs his shit is just like, he's breaking shit down.
Yeah. He is breaking shit down, but like, you don't have to, there's no pressure on you to do that.
Oh, no, I'm not thinking that at all. I'm just thinking of like, where am I going to get a word in? Because he's like,
what am I doing here?
Because like Bose is, basic. I was like, and I was telling that to Bose. He was like, bro, I think they heard me go out like the back way, which is the way I go out anyways. Like I just go down that hall and I leave. Right. He was like, we heard you go out the back way. Stop dodging the
watch party.
Yeah, to stop dodging the watch party. I'm like, first off, that's the way I go out. Second off, bro, I don't know what the fuck I would even talk about. I was like, this is like you. I was like, Bose, this is like you coming on a Halo watch party. Zinni's fucking. I didn't even know he was retiring.
Yeah, I knew he was retiring. I think prior to the event.
Dude, I don't know how he did that. I mean, stage? Public speaking is also not my favorite thing, but it was like how to get on that stage. He's in front of his team's home crowd. Fucking. It was a W speech, though.
Yeah, it was good.
Shouts out to Zinni.
It was good. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. This has been another episode of the Flycast. We will get you some guests next time. And also,
who do you want
so much? Who's going to be sitting in this beautiful, luxurious corduroy?
Shouts out to Corduroy.
Comfort for it says comfort for life. Who's going to be sitting in this? That's what I want to know.
Who do y'all want to see in the Corduroy? Shouts out to Corduroy.
Gotta be lethal.
Sponsor of the Flycast. Appreciate y'all so much. Yeah, man. Let us know who y'all want. I'm thinking, who could we use? Scump. Will Scump have time? We'll find out next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Episode 1287 in the books. Yep. Matt Craig, play the outro music.